you what you need. So let's sit down on our chairs. Let's find that connection to the earth. Check this list again, see if there's anybody else that just joined us. Welcome to Sherry Kemp Silver. I'm glad you're here. My name is Nina, if you haven't joined my class before, but I'm glad you're here. So let's sit down in our chairs. Let's sit back. Let's let the back of the body find the back of the chair, and then you know that I like us to connect our feet to the floor. That's why I use a block. You might use a book, or maybe you have long legs and your feet touch the floor. Good for you, my friends. So just arrived, right? I'm going to read this little poem that I found that I love. But as you arrive at this practice, just come into the breath, lengthening it, evening it out. And this poem is called The Practice of Being Present by Danna Faulds. Attend the breath. Let the rhythm slow and settle. Filling, emptying, draw the outside in, and then release. Simplicity and ease. Nothing to do but breathe, relax, and feel the free movement of air and life force. Watch the play of energy and sensation. Allow everything to be without the need to change or fix it or make it different. This moment, you can listen to your soul. This breath, you can have no goal but being. You are already complete. This, just this, is what it means to be whole. So as we sit here with our breath, just notice what it's like to allow the inhale to come in and the exhale to release. And we're going to work with a mantra today, and our mantra is going to be I am present. So as we inhale, we think I am. As we exhale, we think the word present. Taking your time, noticing that breath. And then take a moment to notice how the physical body feels. Kind of like we're checking in, right? We're noticing without changing. Just check in, notice how you feel. And then we're going to reach both arms forward, palms face one another, thumbs reach up, shoulders come down from the ears. Take an inhale here, and as we exhale, let's give ourselves a hug, left arm on top of right. You can drop the chin to your chest. And then reach both arms forward again. Front of the head reaches to the ceiling. And we're going to give ourselves a hug in the other direction. Drop the chin. So now our left arm's on top of the right. And then reach both arms forward. And float those arms back down to your lap. Take a circle with those shoulders. And we're going to move forward to the edge of the chair. Again, let's be very mindful and present as we do it. So in general, if we're not thinking, we do a scooch and put our feet on the floor. But let's pay attention. Perhaps we use the hands on the back of the chair to slide the hips forward, bringing one foot and then the other to the floor. And then what I'm going to do is move my block out of the way so that it's not in the way and my feet can connect with the floor easily. So now we're sitting on the edge of our chair, hands on the lap. Let's inhale, fill up the belly, arch the back. And as we exhale, we'll tuck the tail, round the spine, drop the chin. We do cat and cow every week, every class, right? It's an important way to bring movement into the spine. But let's pay attention to it this week. Let's not shift into autopilot. Let's be aware. And after your next exhale, come back to that nice tall spine, shoulders down from the ears. So we're sitting towards the edge of the chair. Our sitting bones are firmly on this chair and our feet are firm on the floor, sitting up tall. We're gonna move to eagle arms now. Eagle arms can be a challenge, but we're gonna work with them. And if it doesn't work for you, then we go back to the hug. In general, our arms are long and we make an X with our arms above the elbow and then bend the elbows. And we come into this double cross. I'll just come a little closer to the screen here. Double cross here. Fingers reach up. So my right arm is on top of my left and I come here. If that does not work, we come back to the hug. Here we are, either eagle arms or hug, sit up taller. Let's lift the elbows, drop the forearms away from the face. From here, we take that inhale, and as we exhale, we're gonna lean to the left. Just a little bit, come back, exhale, lean right. Both sitting bones are staying on the chair. This is just the side body stretch, stretching into the ribs. Inhale brings us center, exhale takes us to one side. Inhale, center. We'll do one more in each direction. And then come back to center. Open those arms wide. Where does that feel good when it's done? Float the arms down, make a circle with the shoulders. And then we'll do the other side. So the arms come out wide, long, and we're going to cross left arm on top of right. So it's like an X at the elbow. And then we bend the elbow and the arms go up. Really important that those fingers are reaching up. So these fingers down here on this thumb aren't going to reach up, but the others are going to reach up. The energy goes that way. If we clench our hands, not good. So tall spine, we've got our double cross happening or a hug. Inhale, get tall, soften shoulders. Exhale, lean to the right. Stay with that breath. We'll do one more in each direction. And then come back to center. Open those arms wide. Woo. And float them back down into your lap. Circle those shoulders. And we're going to move to cactus arms now, which will feel a heck of a lot better than the eagle arms. So let's take it to cactus. And when we come into cactus, again, this is an automatic thing. We know what to do. It's like, oh yeah, here I am in cactus. We think we know where our arms are, but let's visually look and make the adjustment that we need. So our knowing where we are in space is very much a part of being present. And if those elbows are in line with the shoulders and that's where they belong, then that's fine. If they're a little lower and you want them a little higher, then you make that adjustment. But we also know that some people's shoulders might be right here, and that's fine. So here we are in our cactus arms. We've made that acknowledgement of where we are in space. We're going to inhale, open those elbows back a little bit, lifting up heart center, lift chin, lift eyes. And as we exhale, we're going to bring those forearms forward. Pinkies will touch. The head's going to go back to normal. You could even drop the chin if you like. Inhale, open, cactus arm. Lift the eyes, lift the spirits. Exhale, kind of rotate that forearm, bring forearms and pinkies together. Two more like that. And then we're going to open those arms up, come back to our cactus, just a regular old cactus, arms in line with the plane of the body. Again, look and adjust. Sit up taller on your inhale, and as we exhale now, let's take a twist. We're twisting to the left. Inhale back to center and exhale, twist right. So what are we using here? Those core muscles, the muscles along the spine to help us with this twist. Inhale, exhale, go right. And we'll do one more in each direction. And then release back to center. Release those arms back down to the lap. Take a circle and notice how things feel. Let's take our feet a little bit wider. Yeah, you can still see. Okay, feet a little bit wider now. So my thighs are opened out a little bit rather than being parallel. I've got a little bit of an opening here. Sit up tall. Yeah. And we're going to take those arms up to a volcano. So volcano arms reach up. And then exhale, bring them down so we can review our options. Of course, cactus is our next choice, or lifting them to that point where it is, you feel sensation for you, right? That's going to be our inhale, coming into volcano or cactus. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge forward, reach the arms back. Palms are down, thumbs reach out. Long spine. Now tuck the chin. Okay, I'm going to turn my chair just so you can see that nice long spine. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hinge forward, arms reach back, palms are down. Airplane pose. Do it again. Inhale. And exhale, airplane. Inhale. And exhale. We'll do one last one like this. And stay here in our airplane. Nice long spine. Tuck that chin a little bit. Keep the back of the neck long. Breathe. Be very aware of how we come out of this. We'll push into the feet. We'll let the arms float down. As the spine gets tall, hands come to your lap. Good work. Okay, let's pay a little bit of attention to our feet and legs. I practice chair yoga in the morning before I teach chair yoga. And oh my goodness, my ankles had so much to say today. So let's come up onto one set of toes and then the other. So lifting one heel and then the other. Yeah, I don't know. I must have slept funny. My ankles were cracking and popping all morning. And then after we've done a few heel lifts, let's bring the heels down and we'll just lift up one foot. It doesn't have to be very high, just enough to get a little turn there in the ankle. And then the other way. And a little point and flex. And then put that foot down and we'll do the other side. So lift it up, turn the foot at the ankle, going a few turns in each direction, and then a few points and flexes. And then put that foot back down. Okay. So we're going to stand up and we're going to do it very mindfully. We're going to be present with this motion. So we're coming to the edge of our chair. Our hands are going to rest in our lap. And we feel that weight is going to shift from here to the feet. So we start that shift, push into the feet, and come up to standing. Ta-da. Okay. First thing we want to do always is clear our space for work. So I pick up that block, I move it. We will be using this chair to help support us. We're going to be using the back of the chair. So if you want to get that ready for yourself, you can. But we're just going to come to standing now. You can have the wall behind you, or you can have the chair in front of you. But come to your mountain pose. Feet are parallel, arms are down alongside the body. Get a little bit taller. Yes. And we're going to come back to eagle arms. So we open those arms wide, we bring the right arm on top of the left and come to that twist again, or that hug. We're going to do the same lean. So we inhale, get tall, exhale, lean left, inhale center, and exhale, lean right. Now this is going to feel a little different than when we were seated because now we have a little bit more of a balance thing happening here. Let's do one more on each side. But it's still a side body stretch. Open the arms wide, open them wide, open them wide. Float them back down, circle the shoulders. We're going to do the other side. Arms are wide. This time left arm is on top. We come here or here. We lift the elbows, we drop the forearms away from our face. This time we inhale, prepare, exhale, lean to the right. One more in each direction. And then return to center, open arms wide. Woo! And float them back down, take a circle with those shoulders. Okay, and then we're gonna bring this chair next to us now. Back of the chair is next to us. Either side is fine. We're gonna work with chair pose today. Chair pose with our chair. Feet are parallel. And the sequence is going to be inhale, reach the arm up, think volcano. Exhale, sit back into your chair. So as we sit back into the chair, my knees bend, my hips go back. And then the inhale is going to take me back up. Keep the arm up and exhale, arm down. Okay? So it's 2 whole breaths. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, sit into your chair. Inhale, straighten the legs, come up. Exhale, float that arm back down. Let's do it again. Inhale. Now, if you don't need the chair, you can use both arms. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, float down. We'll do one last one. Inhale. Exhale, sit into your chair. Keep that spine long. Think about when we were doing that airplane pose before. Inhale, lift. Exhale, float down. And now just pause and notice how things feel. That chair pose, the other word for it is powerful pose, which, I mean, there's a lot of work happening in the glutes and the quads to keep us strong. And we're going to come back to that chair pose. But for right now, we will work with our warrior one. So coming behind the chair, the back of the chair, let's step that right foot back, left foot forward, right foot is back. And bend that front knee, making our way into warrior one. Now, I can use fingertip control here, one or both hands. Right now, I'm going to take both hands to my hips and make sure I've got this even hips here. And we're going to keep our feet on the floor and our knee bent just like this. So a lot of times when we're in this class, we move the legs in this pose, but we're going to keep the legs the same. And then we're going to come to cactus arms again. You may use one or both arms in cactus arms. If you're going to use one and need that fingertip control, the leg that's forward, let that arm be on the chair. But when we're ready, we inhale, open those elbows wide, lift the heart, perhaps lift the eyes, and exhale, bring those forearms forward. Legs haven't changed. Upper body is all that's moving. Next time the elbows are wide, stay here, cactus pose. Take a moment to look and see where the elbows are. Is that where you want them? Is that where you thought they were? Make any adjustments. And we'll stay here for one more breath. Inhale, I am. Exhale, present. Bring the hands back to the chair. Step forward. And we'll step back with the other leg. Again, coming into warrior one, other side. My front knee is bent, the knee is over my ankle, back heel is down, my hips are square to the back of my chair. That rhymes. Okay, one or both hands. You decide where you want to be in this pose today, but we're going to hold from the hips down, will be static, upper body dynamic. Inhale, open wide. When we lift our eyes up, it really affects balance, so just be careful. Exhale, bring forearms together. Next time the elbows are open, we stay there. We notice where we are in space, make any adjustments. And then our next inhale, we say to ourselves, I am. Exhale, present. Bring the hands to the chair, step forward. Pause and notice how things feel. Now we're going to move to warrior two. We're going to use the chair if we need it And I'll show you with the chair, but then I'm gonna have to move it. So your chair would be in front of you and you're gonna take a wide stance now. Wide stance, toes straight ahead. And then we're gonna turn our right toes to the right. We bend the right knee. So this is warrior two. Here we go. I should have a much lighter chair for all this work, right? This will be our warrior two. Your hand would be right there. Okay. If you're not using the chair for the back hand, you can reach that back arm up. And this is another one of those times where let's look and see where we are in space and then adjust. So, you know, the books say the arms are shoulder height. Well, we know not everybody has that capability to lift their arms that way. So find out where your warrior two needs to be. Then you can bring your hand back to the back of the chair. Legs are going to stay the same. Nothing's going to change in the legs. We'll take that front arm, we're going to bring it to the back shoulder. As we inhale, we lean to the back. Exhale, lean forward. So this chair is probably in front of you. It's easier in front of you. Inhale. And exhale. This is the same tick-tock motion we did before, seated and standing. How does it feel now? And then come on back. Straighten that leg. Turn your toes straight ahead. So we'll do the other side now. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Our feet are wide. We turn the left toes out to the side. Those right toes come in a little bit. And we bend that front knee. Just notice where it is, tracking over toes 2 and 3 of that foot. Front arm is forward. And that back arm can go onto your chair, or you can lift it behind you. Turn and look, where is your hand in space? Where did you think it was? And where is it? And another really important alignment cue in this pose is, where are our shoulders? Are we here in this aggressive stance? Or can we bring those shoulders over the hips? And really, you can look at that and see, oh, look, I'm right down over my knee, or yeah, I'm over my hips. You can take that back arm to the chair to help you. Front arm comes to back shoulder. Inhale, lean back, and exhale. You want to take the other arm, we come right back to that little hug. And then return to center. Let the arms be wide. The arms come down, turn those toes straight ahead, and we'll step our feet forward. Do the little wiggles and the little jiggles to make you feel okay. Okay. We're going to use that chair again for our warrior one. So we're behind the chair. And this one's going to get kind of fun. Behind the chair, fingertip control. Step back with your right leg. Front knee is bent. Here's warrior one. This is the pose we've already done, right? The heel is down, my front knee is bent. I like coming back to these poses because we've got that muscle memory working with us now. Okay, so you have options on your hands, of course. You can always leave one hand here for fingertip control or both. We're going to interlace fingers in front of the heart and turn those palms away. And now as we inhale, we're going to straighten the leg, reach the arms up. Think about lifting the rib cage out of your hips. So leg is straight, arms are reaching overhead. Release your hands, you're in volcano pose. And now, keeping the legs straight, begin to hinge forward. You can keep the arms long, or you can bend the elbows, bringing the hands to the back of the chair. Long legs, thinking about left hip back, right hip forward, coming into our pyramid pose. And now, if you like, reach those arms behind you, palms are down, coming into that airplane pose. You could even lower your head to the back of the chair if that's comfortable. It isn't for me. But you can reach those arms back, reach just one arm back. Long spine, long legs, hips are trying to keep them even, right? That left hip is reaching back, breathing here. And then let the arms come down and reach them forward or to the back of the chair, either one. Bend into your front knee. Lift back up into warrior one. Front knee is bent. Bring the hand down. Step towards your chair. Lots in that pose. Notice how that feels. We will do the other side. So now we step back with left foot, right foot is forward. Find warrior one on this side. We know it's going to be different. Once we've found it, we've got our chair here if we need it. Interlace hands, use the weird thumb on top. I don't even know which one's weird. This is the weird one now. Okay, this one's weird for me. Everybody's is different. We turn the palms away. You feel that space between the shoulder blades get a little bit bigger. And then as we reach the palms up, we straighten the front leg. Release the hands, volcano pose. Now we start to hinge forward, coming forward. We can bring the hands to the back of the chair, excuse me, or arms long. Right hip is back, legs are straight. Resting here, or reaching one or both arms back, palm down, coming into that airplane arms in our pyramid pose. Straight, strong legs, both feet fully on the ground. Breathe. Now let the arms come back down. Soften into that knee. Make your way back to your warrior one. Bring the arms down, step forward. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. I'm going to bring the chair beside us now, beside us. I love using the chair as a prop. It is awesome. Okay. Chair is beside us. We are in mountain pose. Stand up tall, let the shoulders come down from your ears. We're going to do very similar to what we did with our chair pose before. So inhale, arm up, volcano. Exhale, sit back into your chair. And this time, let's stay there. Now, the hand that is next to the chair is going to stay on the chair. The leg that is next to the chair is going to be our standing leg. And we're going to come onto the outside toes. So I've got one whole foot and 5 toes on the ground. And I'm going to pick up this thigh and cross it over. Now, if you have thigh issues, you're not allowed to cross your thighs. Don't do this. You hang out in chair. Others, cross the thigh over. You can bring those toes down to the floor, or you can wrap them around your ankle. It's a one-legged balance pose. Breathing here. Long spine. You're hinged forward. Hips are back. We're in our eagle legs. If you like, take that lifted arm, cross it over to opposite shoulder. Then you could even cross the other arm, coming into eagle pose. You decide where you are. We'll reach the arm up. We'll push into that standing leg, uncross. Put the foot down. Bring the arm down. Take a circle or two with those shoulders. Notice how things feel. This leg did a lot of work, so we better even that out. I'm going to move my chair to the other side. You might just turn around depending on how your setup is. Do the wiggles, do the jiggles, do whatever you need to feel like you're ready for chair pose on this side. We're in mountain pose. Our feet are pretty close together right now, a little closer than my fist, because we're going to move to one-legged balance. So we want to make that transition a little easier. Let's inhale, take the arm up. Volcano. Exhale, sit into chair. Push into the feet, come up. And float the arm down. So we know what we're doing. This leg that's next to the chair is our standing leg. Take the arm up, sit back into your chair, and now come onto the toes of the outside leg. This might be where you are, and this is a great place to be. Breathe here. We're going to take this thigh, we're going to lift up this leg and cross thigh over thigh. You could bring your toes down to the floor. You could cross them behind your ankle. This is where we're coming. Option to bring this arm to opposite shoulder. So notice how many times we've pressed the midline of the body right now too. A lot. And see, that's just it. I was losing my balance. I put my hand back down. We are in charge here. We're managing the Okay, we push into the standing leg. We start to uncross. We come up to standing. We'll reach the arm up. And as we exhale, we're going to take that arm all the way back down. Pause here for a moment. Notice how things feel. How are those hips? We did a lot of work. The legs are working hard right now. We're going to come into tree pose now for another balance pose, which I think will seem a lot easier after doing that eagle pose. You can use the wall behind you. That's probably the best thing to do for balance today. And I want us to focus on 3 points. I'm going to grab a drink of water because I don't like the way I sound. Excuse me. We will focus on 3 points. I'd like you to focus on your connection to the earth. So one foot is boom, down into the earth. I want you to focus on this side to side, palm to palm, all 5 fingers to all 5 fingers. So this is a really strong connection. And then that connection of the foot to the ankle and or shin, and then the shin or ankle back to the foot. So 3 places where we have some serious tension. Let's come to the pose. You can keep that wall behind you. You can even start lying on the wall. It's fine. Palms come together. Elbows are wide. We will shift the weight into the right foot first. Bend the left knee, just as we did when we came into chair. So think about right foot pushing down into the earth. Now open left knee out to the side. Wherever you place it on your right leg, I want you to push the foot into the leg and the leg back into the foot. Push palm into palm. See how much taller you can get. Find that length in the spine. Shoulders come down from the ears. And then if you'd like, you can add branches. You can open the arms wide. You can do whatever you want. Here I am. I can use the wall to help me with balance, and then I can come away from the wall too. Breathing here. And then bring those palms back together. Strong connection here, palm to palm. Strong connection, foot into leg, leg back into foot. Strong connection, foot into foot. Release that knee forward. Release the arms. Soften everything with. So one of the reasons why I like to do a few different balancing poses in today's class is because when we balance, we have to be present. So it's a really good way to think about it. If you're balancing, all you can think about is, how am I going to stay upright? So we're going to do the other side. Palms come together. That left leg is going to be our standing leg. Make that connection to the earth. Bend right knee. Come up onto the right toes. So we've got foot into floor, palm into palm. Notice my elbows are wide. Now I can take that right knee out to the side and plant it for my balancing posture on this side, my tree pose. Pushing foot into leg, leg back into foot, foot into floor, palm into palm. So much happening here. Stay present. Stay with the pose. And then if you like, you can release the arms and add branches, but don't release that connection with the feet, right? Feel that. Foot into leg, leg into foot, foot into floor. Breathe here. Bring palms back to heart center, elbows wide, push palm into palm. Push your foot into your leg and your leg back into your foot. Release that knee forward. Feel that foot connecting to the floor, and then release everything. Take a little shake, a little wiggle, a little jiggle. Notice how that feels. Let's take a few circles with the shoulders. Stand up tall. Let the shoulders come down from the ears. Notice what this mountain pose feels like, this Tadasana. Now, We still have that chair next to us. Let's use it again. The leg next to the chair will always be our standing leg. The arm. There. Hope we didn't freeze. Okay. And then as we do this, let's take that outside arm up and over and let's lean over. So now big side body stretch, a lot different than when we're in that eagle. Arms. Breathe into the space on your left side body. Notice how my hips are kind of bowing out a little bit. And then come on back up, float it down. Yeah. Okay, and now let's take that outside leg just a little farther away. So instead of having those feet together, let's separate them. Outside arm reaches up and over. And this time, if you want, come up onto those toes. Maybe even lift the leg. Using this chair to support us, it's all good. Put the toes down, put the foot down, put the arm down. Breathe into that space on that left side of the body, and then we switch sides. So this first one's coming from a mountain pose, feet are close. Outside arm's the one that's gonna lift up, the arm next to the chair supports us. Inhale, take it up. And over. And just breathe here. Big side body stretch. And float that arm back down. Take a little wider stance. Outside arm goes up and over. And then maybe we come up onto those toes or even lift that leg up. You decide. Breathing into the right side of the rib cage. Put the toe down, put the foot down, float the arm down. Take a circle or two with those shoulders. And now we're going to come back to our chair, but let's be very aware of how we're doing it, right? First, we need to put the chair where we want it. I do at least, yours might already be there. So I'm mindfully placing my chair where it belongs, and I can see on these screens that you'll be able to see my feet no matter what. So I check that. Make sure I have my prop available, and I'm gonna put it on the floor, and then I'm gonna bend my knees, put my bottom down on my chair. Stay here with the feet, with the sitting bones towards the edge of the chair. We'll do one last hinge forward. So when we inhale, we'll take it to volcano. Exhale, take it to our airplane pose. Palms reach back, crown of the head reaches forward. Coming back to this, push into the feet, come on back up. Open the arms to cactus. Sit up tall. Twist to the left. Inhale, center. Twist to the right. Come back to center. Hands come back to your lap. And now we will slide back to the back of the chair and use the support for our feet. 1, 2. So that was probably 60 seconds worth of getting back into our chair. No autopilot here. Let's turn the palms up. Let's let the shoulders come down. Notice how much of your leg is on the chair. If you're tall, probably less than mine. Pretty much all of my leg is here. The upper bone is all the way on that chair. And then the invitation is to soften or close the eyes and come back to that mantra. I am present. I am present. Continuing with the even, slow breath. Take a moment now to notice how your body feels. And very gently turn your head from one side to the other, perhaps blinking open the eyes if they were closed. Wiggle your toes, picking them up and putting them back down. If your feet are in shoes, just pick up the whole front of the foot. And then we're gonna move ourselves to the edge of the chair. Let's bring our hands to the chair, the seat or the back, and carefully slide the body forward. Put one foot onto the floor and then the other. Hands come back to the lap. We sit up tall, we take a circle with the shoulders. Palms come together at heart center. Tuck your chin. And thank yourself for taking time to be present in this yoga class. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. It is an honor to be here with you on Tuesday mornings. I miss you. So I will say namaste. I will ask you to unmute and we can say goodbye. Grab my screen so I can see your pretty faces. I'll grab my glasses so I can see your pretty faces. There we go. So I've got